let's talk about the Major League Baseball World Series preview. Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Yankees.
This is a fantastic matchup. Not for you, but for casual baseball fans
You
all over the world. You wanted to see the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series this year. That's all there is to it.
kind of guess what your prediction is going to be already. This is going to be the most watched World Series in baseball history.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have the top two brands in Major League Baseball going head to head in this World Series. This is the two biggest markets in the country in New York and LA. And then you also have the two most likely MVPs going head to head in this one when you got Judge and Ohtani going against each other. And then, oh yeah, by the way, this is Shohei Ohtani on the biggest stage in his first year with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
And if there's a country that watches baseball more than this one, it's going to be Japan. And the Dodgers have the two best Japanese players to make the trip to Major League Baseball from Japan in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely going to be the biggest World Series that we've ever seen in professional baseball.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
It's going to be insane.
This is a game, I mean, even as a casual baseball fan, obviously I'm a Braves fan, but like, this is one you tune into. Obviously, you look at matchups all over the field. You can go all the way down to first baseman versus first baseman. Is the biggest matchup and most determining factor in this whole series going to be the pitching? The Dodgers' projected starters for this game is what? Flaherty, Yamamoto, Buehler, and a whole staff. I've never even heard of that dude.
A whole staff means the whole staff bullpen game.
Oh.
Don't know who whole staff is. Pretty sure I looked over the roster. He wasn't on the 40-man.
Okay, missed that one. The Yankees have Cole, Rodon, Schmidt, and Gill.
I love it where you're starting. So starting pitching, you're definitely saying that the Yankees have the upper hand there.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the question for the Yankees is Cole going to throw 3 games? Like realistically, he could throw games 1, 4, and 7. I mean, on shortened rest, but the Dodgers pitching in a few other series. I mean, you had Yamamoto and Buehler who threw 2 games each, and each one of them had one great game and one game that was like, are they out of there yet?
Yeah. That's definitely a good point. Garrett Cole through the playoffs has pitched in 3 games, gave up 7 runs on 19 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 6 walks, 12 Ks, and opponent's batting average 295. Not great, but definitely better than what the Dodgers had available for sure. I have to agree with you. I do think the Yankees do have the upper hand when it comes to starting pitching. But honestly, I'm more optimistic about the Dodgers starting rotation now than I was when the postseason started. Yes, we've had to use a bullpen game quite often, but we've got enough out of these starters. They saved the bullpen, which I think was the most important thing that they could do to give the Dodgers another chance to win a bullpen game. So I would agree with you, though. I definitely think that the Yankees do have the upper hand when it comes to the starting rotation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go ahead and pivot on over to the lineup, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously the Yankees at the top of their lineup, Stanton, Judge, and Soto, right?
Yep.
That's their big 3-headed monster. Those are the ones that are going to scare everybody.
Just walk all 3 of them every game.
That's going to work out for sure.
Just walk them.
I think that you got that big 3. All of them except for Judge has performed very well in the postseason. Judge, not so much. Take it over to the Dodgers.
Had some big moments, though.
Yeah, he's had some key hits.
Yeah.
He did have that home run against Cleveland for sure.
When they needed him.
Yeah, when they needed
it.
They
needed him bad, yeah.
It was a timely hit for sure. Flip it over to the Dodgers side, you have their top 3, which is Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. Shohei and Mookie Betts are both having a great postseason, but Freddie Freeman's injured.
Right.
So I think the big 3 on both teams are kind of eliminated. Judge really hasn't performed well in the postseason overall, and Freddie Freeman's kind of injured. So I think you take the big 3 on both and you get rid of those 2. They cancel each other out, right?
Yeah.
The rest of the lineup, 5 through 9, is going to make what makes the difference in this one on the lineup there.
Yeah.
The Yankees have Gleyber Torres. They also have Austin Wells, Alex Verdugo, Anthony Volpe, Anthony Rizzo. While there are a few in there, I definitely think Gleyber Torres is performing well, and Alex Verdugo has had some timely hits. Austin Wells is not great. I'd have to say I would favor the Dodgers in this one. Because the Dodgers, after their top 3,
on the remaining lineup,
the Dodgers have, let's start with Kike, the postseason domination machine that he is, is continuing to have a very hot offseason. I sent you a screenshot where they talked about postseason and basically comparing the stats to Judge versus Kike, and Kike is neck and neck with Judge, which is awesome to have on your team. We also have Tommy Edman, who he had like 4 RBI in the Dodgers win in Game 6.
You got Max Muncy. If you're getting blown out, guarantee it's 2 or 3 bombs.
It's unfortunate for Max Muncy because he didn't really get the full credit he deserves. He set a Dodger record and it reached base consecutively on 14 plate appearances.
It's pretty impressive.
That is,
however,
a National League record.
All of his big hits always seem to happen when the game's well out of control.
He just needs to be on base when Tommy Tanks comes up.
Yeah.
Again, they have Max Muncy, they have Kike Hernandez, they have Tommy Tanks, Tommy Edmonds. They also have Chris Taylor, Gavin Lux. Oh, and let's not forget Teoscar Hernandez, who is a home run derby champion who hit 36 bombs this year. He has yet to wake up this playoff. I think if you take after the cleanup hitter to the 9 hitter, I think the Dodgers have a better offensive lineup than the Yankees do.
I think so.
The Judge, Stanton, and
yeah,
Soto
we've decided those are a wash. Yeah,
those guys scare the crap out of me whenever they're coming up. But yeah, between them and the other big 3, I think those 2 wash.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to who has the best.
Who's got the best role players? Who's got the better role playing roster that can come in and get a hit when you need it and be on base for when Shohei gets up, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, in that case, yeah, definitely favor there goes Dodgers.
Not to mention, home field advantage is a real thing, and the Dodgers have it this season.
Yeah, that's true. They do have home field advantage. So far we have the starting rotation for the Yankees. That's their edge. Starting pitcher is much better. They have 4 guys. The Dodgers barely have 3. You switch it over to the lineup. I think the 2 big 3 on each side cancel each other out. So but the rest of the role players, like you mentioned, I do think the Dodgers have the slight edge there over the Yankees for that one. So now what it all comes down to is the last piece, which is going to be the bullpen. Who's got a better bullpen? Like you mentioned, unless you have Garrett Cole starting 3 games this season and going deep in at least 2 of those, I think the Dodgers have the back end arms and have a lot more weapons than what the Yankees do. The Dodgers have Blake Trinan, whose ERA is .08 in the postseason,
which is crazy.
When it comes to the Dodgers, you also have what's his name? Oh gosh, it's slipping my mind. Michael Kopech, who's just been absolute nails. You also have Ben Kasparias. Alex Vesia is going to be available for this one, so is Bruce Gratterall. So 2 of our best arms from last season are going to be here. You also have Brett Honeywell, who could just eat innings. Ellen Phillips, Fireman Phillips, who's been a closer for the last 3 or 4 years. I definitely think the Dodgers have a much better advantage when it comes to the bullpen than what the Yankees do. They do have some good back of the end pieces, but you see them, they're going to have to use them in every game. And once you see a reliever more than 2 or 3 times, their plus stuff gets diminished. I think the Dodgers could get to them. So when it comes to the bullpen, I'm taking the Dodgers on that one. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I mean, I'm with it. I'm a little biased because I've seen a lot more Dodgers baseball than I have Yankees this year. I feel like the Dodgers have a more complete team. When you look into like the role players, I do feel like their role players have stepped up a lot more than some of the Yankees players have. The Yankees have relied a lot on their star power to get them to this point. But I mean, pitching's a huge deal. This is going to be such a good series.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Dodgers in 7.
Dodgers in 7. Wow, I like it. The Dodgers are favored to win this one. They're at a -130, and the Yankees are a +120. That's about as close in a World Series that you can get as calling a pick'em game.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers do have home field advantage. I like what you're saying there. I like your pick there. Out of the fact that I have a rooting interest, I'm not gonna give one.
Yeah, we know who his pick is.
Just because that's you want to curse your team. Nothing worse than doing that. So
especially putting it on the internet for people to watch.
Exactly. So while I'm looking forward to this series, it's going to be awesome. Game 1, keep in mind, folks, whoever wins Game 1 of the World Series has gone on to win that series 63% of the time. So that's definitely something to be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to hear from you folks. Let us know in the comments down below what you think about this World Series. Are you with us on this? Do you think this is going to be the most watched, the greatest World Series that we've seen in recent years, not just necessarily baseball, but as far as fandom and the amount of people watching? Do you think it's going to be the most watched World Series ever? We'd love to hear from you.